welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how my husband and I updated our existing porch columns that were so outdated to something really stylish and beautiful without having to remove the actual column. So definitely stick around if you're interested in that. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Noelle. I make new videos like this every single week on home decor and showing you guys how to get that high-end look on a budget. And this was something that we definitely did on a budget. So if you like that, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. So let's go ahead and get into this DIY. So here is what we are starting out with. The current columns are really outdated and the paint is starting to chip off, so I wanted to give them a more updated but simple look. So I found this image and I'm going to be using this as my inspiration for these updated columns. We wanted to keep it affordable, so we decided to do a veneer over the existing columns and headed to the hardware store. We found these PVC boards, and they are waterproof, so they're really great for exterior use. We just got the ones that were a little bit bigger than our existing columns in width. Our columns are more narrow in the middle, so to account for that, we just made these shims out of scrap pieces of MDF and attached them to the middle of the narrow section on all four sides, just using some brad nails. Next, my husband Tim cut the boards down to the right height using our miter saw. And then he trimmed the boards down so that they were the same width as the existing columns, plus the thickness of the board. We attached the board to the column using liquid nails for extra strength. And then really tried to press that down flat so that there weren't any gaps. Then we nailed them into place at the top and the bottom using a brad nailer. And when we added the next board, we connected those two pieces together on the edge with the brad nails too. So we just repeated that process all around the column until we finished. Making sure we got the gaps as close and as tight as we could together. Then we moved on to the next column and did the same thing over there. And once the columns were completely covered, it was time to add the trim detail. So Tim just cut down the pieces of the same board with a miter edge at 45 degrees. And then we just attached it to the column using brad nails as well. For the top of the column, he had to notch out a spot to go around the front piece of the porch fascia, so he's marking that off here. Once all the trim had been attached, we went around with some putty and filled in all of those little tiny nail holes so that it would be a nice smooth surface. And then I caulked all of those places where the boards met so that it would be sealed off from any moisture. And this will also give it a nice clean look. And I always use baby wipes to clean up the excess caulk to give it a nice, smooth, clean finish. For the paint, I'm using an exterior paint that I actually found in the Oops section at the hardware store for $8, and it's in the color Swiss Coffee, which actually matches our exterior paint pretty well. Since we used boards with lots of grain texture, I'm using a paintbrush to apply the paint and did 2 coats. And that finishes off these new porch columns. So here's a reminder of what they looked like before, and here they are now. Alrighty guys, that wraps up this DIY video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, ask them in the comments below and I will get back to you guys. I love helping you guys out and get that high-end look that you want at a price point you can afford. So again, if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!